All right. Moving on to our next Patreon request, and this one comes from Mitchell Ulrich, who asked me to do basically a kind of brief ranking of all the three scariest episodes of Primal. The three, I guess you could say, the spooky episodes. And yes, yesterday was Halloween, but that doesn't mean we can't just, let the spookiness go away. The spookiness is forever in our hearts and all that stuff. As always, if you guys would like to have a Patreon request done, just hit the link in the description box below. Head on over to my Patreon, hit the second tier. That'll allow you access to do so. But other than that, hope you all enjoy this, and let's get started with the video. So, as always with these types of ranking videos, the big thing is that this is just my personal opinion. If you think a episode should be higher or lower on the list, that's totally fine. I'm always excited to hear where you guys stand on these episode rankings, and this is going to be a unique one because, we're ranking 3 different episodes, and I personally, I am of the personal belief that these episodes are all great. They're all really good. All 3 of them, I am shocked that, I'm just going to go into a little tangent real quick. I'm really shocked that, Gennady Tartakovsky has never gone full horror. I'm shocked he has never done a full horror show. He's done stuff like horror adjacent, but he's never done full-on scary stuff. And I think he would really kill it on something horror related. And it does feel like Primal Season 3 will be more horror. Obviously more body horror. I mean, we're getting Zombie Spear. So that'll be a fascinating one. But yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah. So, just comment below. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. As always, I'm always curious to see where you guys rank these episodes. So let's get started at number 3. And that at number 3 is, for me, Coven of the Damned. Coven of the Damned, for me, it's a scary episode. It's very atmospheric. In fact, all of them are atmospheric, and all of them have their own scares to them. But if I'm being honest, Coven of the Damned is more of a dark fairy tale. That's what it feels like to me. It feels more like a dark, somber kind of story than anything else. It's more along the lines of a dark fairy tale, because it's all about this witch mother who does, they use a spell to turn one caveman inside out and take his soul to make a baby. But the whole thing is that she wants to be a mother. The whole thing is that the witch wants to be a mother more than anything else. And honestly, it's kind of funny because you forget Spear and Fang are a part of the story. And I feel like that's why it kind of ranks at number 3 for me. But it is some creepy stuff going on. But it never scared me. This one never really, the Coven of the Damned episode never really scared me watching it. It was more of a beautiful, it was more again, as I've said, a dark fairy tale than anything else. And it's more of a somber, sweet story too. So that's why I think I rank it, why I'm kind of ranking it here rather than anywhere else, because honestly, it's more darkly heartfelt than anything, at least to me. That's where I stand on it. So that just kind of, for me, the 2 scariest episodes are Plague of Madness and The Night Feeder. So we're going to talk about where those 2 stand for me. So at number 2, I'm going to say The Plague of Madness. So I think it's a no-brainer where number 1 is, right? But the reason why Plague of Madness is taking the second spot for me, the reason why is because Plague of Madness is a great zombie story, and there's some great body horror and nightmares too. And again, just the body horror of this giant zombie sauropod just tearing its way through all of these things is really cool. And the fact it's kind of scary, it's really how it's done of the zombie sauropod becoming slowly a zombie is also handled really well too. And also just the more damage it takes of all the lava and stuff and just becoming more rotted and decaying is really horrifying. This episode really like drew a lot of attention. Uh, and I remember clearly when they showed the preview of it, it was something to behold. I'll tell you that. Like, it was truly something that made you go, "Holy crap!" The animation alone, also the animation. I mean, Primal has some of the best 2D animation out there. But if we're all being real here, if we're all being like genuinely real here, I think this one is like a crowning achievement in the animation alone. That's where I kind of stand on it. Yeah, it's also, again, this one more than the others. I think Coven of the Dam also does this well too. It's not so there's no dialogue, and it's told through character action, and it's told through body horror. That's what I think is another crowning achievement of this episode, if I'm being completely honest. But Plague of Madness got edged out by what I think is the scariest episode. And I think we can all agree it is the scariest episode of Primal so far. I say so far because, like, we still have, season 3 coming, and who knows, maybe we'll get an episode that trounces this episode. And that's the Night Feeder. The Night Feeder, when I first watched it, oh my god, I was tense. Like, that whole episode is just tension, and this is the episode that really made, more than Coven of the Damned and Plague of Madness, that episode, more than any other, really made me sit down and go, why isn't Gennady Tartakovsky doing more horror stuff? Like, not action horror or something like that. Like, he should be doing like straight up a horror animated show. Like, because I think he would just absolutely kill it. Because the Night Feeder perfectly shows atmosphere. It shows like tension. Like, I was like getting tense about the episode. I was just like, duh, like what is all this? Like, what's going on? Like, this is genuinely terrifying. Like, this stuff is like actually scary. And I really did like that. I really did like how this episode really gets at not to, no pun intended, the primal fear of the dark. Just this absolute terror of, you don't know what's out there, and your brain makes something arguably worse. Like again, that's how like the shark in Jaws works so well, because you don't see them a lot. And that's the same thing with the Night Feeder, is that you don't see the night, and even at the end when Spear and Fang slay the Night Feeder, you still don't really get a proper look at what it is. It looks like some kind of dromaeosaur or theropod of some kind, but even then, the shadows and the fire really contrast and make it harder to see. And again, whatever you think you see is arguably worse than what it actually is. But what it actually is kind of terrifying, because it's just tearing its way through ceratopsians left and right. So, there's that. So, you got that going for you. But that's my ranking, and again, that's my ranking for the series, the 3 scariest episodes of Primal. And again, like I said, there's a good chance that maybe in season 3 we'll get something more scarier. I have a feeling we probably will, because it looks like we're dealing with more horror base than anything else in season 3 with, Zombie Spear and all that. But you guys tell me in the comments below, where do these 3 episodes rank for you for the scariest episodes of Primal? Just comment below, let me know. And once again, I'd like to thank Mitchell Ulrich for this Patreon request, as well as continued patronage. Other than that, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.